Hello traders, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, bonjour, bonsoir mes amis, guten Morgen, guten Tag, guten Abend. For those of you who are new to us, we are the TSTW 24 traders. The title of this video is Currency Trading Education Part 10. If you have not watched Part 1 to 9, you may do so before watching this video. Currency Trading Education Part 10. Today is the 1st of June 2013 and the time in London is 25 minutes past 1 p.m. in New York at 25 minutes past 8 a.m. Happy Saturday to you all. Currency Trading Education Part 10 is about how to trade Forex when the Forex market is open on Sunday, because we know that Forex will be open at 10 a.m. at 10 p.m. Apology trading at 10 p.m. London time on Sunday night, and we can trade Forex on Sunday. So, as I said to traders before, if you are about to trade, you must have a plan. So, how do we prepare ourselves? What kind of strategy we will adopt when the market opens, when the Forex market opens, okay, on Sunday night, okay? So this is the purpose of this video about currency trading education part 10, all right? Very, very important. We highly recommend this series of trading education, of currency trading education to traders, so they may understand exactly, okay, what is taking place in this messy Forex market, all right? Let's get started. All right, now, so we have to have a plan, a strategy that we will follow, a guidelines, okay, a currency trading guidelines that we will follow like professional traders, because professional traders have a plan, they have a strategy always. Before the market opens, okay, they will discuss exactly, okay, what they are willing to do, but you do not try to force your plan onto the market. You do not just go and implement your plan because you have a plan. You can change your plan because if the market environment has changed, or as I like to put it to traders, if the music has changed, the dance must change, all right? So this is it, all right? So we can be playing belly dancing music and we start, okay, people started dancing reggae, all right? So we have to align our trading plan, okay, our steps with the belly dancing music, if you like the belly dancing music, so to speak. So the first thing that we want to follow is that we do not open any trade. Repeat, we do not open any trade until Hong Kong is open. Now, I stress on Hong Kong like this to get your attention. We do not, as a day trader, we do not open any trade at all until Hong Kong is open. Hong Kong will open exactly at 2 a.m. London time. So you may say to me, that's London time, George, help me a bit, I will help you. What do you need to do? Suppose you are in your country and you want to know the time in Hong Kong, all right? You can go to www.google.com and you can just type in, okay, so what is the time in, okay, Hong Kong right now? So this is what I'm going to do now. Okay, so you see, I hope, hold on a second, I hope you can see on my screen here, my tapping, okay. So, in fact, okay, I don't want to waste time, so I will go like this. So just understand that you go to Google, type in what is the time in Hong Kong right now. And so you will see straight away, like now, if I put now, what is the time in New York right now, and I click on it, you will see that Google will do a very excellent job and will reveal to me the time, okay, in New York right now. So on Sunday night, you can go to Google and then you just type in what is the time in Hong Kong right now, all right? So, or you can type in what is the time in London right now, because the Hong Kong will open at 2 a.m. London time. So you can type in what is the time, okay, in, okay, London right now. And if it's 2 a.m., you know that, okay, all right, Hong Kong is now open. Okay, let's go back to, okay, I hope I make myself clear. If you do not understand, okay, put your comment below and I will get back to you. Very important. So we do not open any trade, okay, until Hong Kong is open. Hong Kong will open at 2 a.m. London time. This is very, very, very important. Don't violate. Just be patient. Don't jump into it because the market will go all over the place. If you want to place a trade before, okay, Hong Kong is open, because you just take it slowly and watch it. All right, watch it. So that's the first thing that we want to do on Sunday. The right approach: do not open any trade until Hong Kong is open. All right, very, very important. The next thing that you will do, you go to the weekly chart. All right, so this is the Euro USD, which is the leading currency pair, because we are discussing currency trading education. We go to the weekly chart. Myself, I always pay attention to the Euro USD because it's the leading currency pair. And you see here, we see this is the weekly candle, okay, you see. So you want to know where, the weekly candle has closed. It closed just above the median line of this candle. The median line is the middle line of the range, okay. The range is from here all the way to the top, from the low to the high. The median line is the middle line of the range. So it closed above the median line, okay. So in this scenario, what is coming to my mind, is that there is a hunch on the market will prefer to retest that median line. So they want to see whether, it's solid or not. All right. It doesn't mean that the price will definitely do that, but sometimes, because that's the nearest key level, the next key level is the high, which is a bit far away. Unless there are some excellent good news that propel the euro straight away, the professional traders will say, okay, guys, let's bring it near the median line to test it first. That's why they will come to their mind. So if you close above the median line, just not too far from it, of the weekly chart, we will prefer it to come and retest that median line just to verify whether, it's a strong key level or not. Doesn't mean that it will definitely do that, but if it's doing it, we want to watch it. Remember that this is not a science, that the price will definitely do that. These are just guidelines. The next thing, if for instance it closed, the price closed here, you see it closed above it, all right, but now if it closed below, just close below the median line, but not too far from it, because it's closer to the median line than the low. So we want it to close just below the median line. Like here, you see this is the Euro USD. These times you lose this candle. In fact, why not draw the line? So this is it. So roughly, this is our median line for this candle. If you accept that, roughly, not exactly, but roughly. So let's bring some color into this. So we can see that the closing price is here, which is not too far from our median line. So the professional will be saying it's better for it to retest it, but doesn't mean it will definitely do that. But for instance, if it closes below it somewhere here, suppose it closes here instead, all right, where my cursor is now, somewhere below, we will prefer it to rise up to retest the median line. This is one scenario also, So if it closes like you see here, you close above it, just above the median line, we will be thinking it will be better for it to retest it again. But nothing should stop the price to head to the next key level, which is the high of last week. All right? Now, I want to show you another currency pair, which is the Euro Yen, The reason why I'm speaking like this is because I don't want the video to be too long. I want this series of video to be very short. So this is Euro Yen, Now, I want to remove the red line there. This is the weekly chart. You can see that if I draw again, my median line is somewhere here. You can see that the price did close a bit far away from the median line. In fact, the closing price in this scenario is closer to the low, because we are watching three key levels. The low, the median line, and the high. And we want to know where is the closing price in relation to these three levels. So you can see that in this scenario here for the Euro Yen, are you following me? If you like this video, all right. There are some traders, that are supporting now. That's great. So if the price closes near All right, the low, you see here, because the bear were dominant force the whole week and it closed near the low. What's going to your mind? Professional will prefer it now to bring it to retest the low, because in fact it went to this low before closing up a bit. But as the market opened on Sunday, if we are watching it, we will prefer it to come back again and retest this low. Doesn't mean we'll definitely do that, but we will prefer that to retest it to validate that, okay, now it can go back up. Sometimes, because the bear are dominant force, they will be below it. In fact, myself, I don't want to buy this currency pair, the euro yen. I want to focus only on the bearish signal. Doesn't mean that it will not go up, but if I see a sell signal, I'll be happy to take it. If there is no sell signal, there is no sell signal. Okay, I can't create it. So, all right. Now, this is not what I want to do. So we will prefer it to come back and retest the low, because the closing price of last week is near the low. So we will prefer to retest it. These are just guidelines that we can follow. On the other hand, suppose, ladies and gentlemen, I say suppose, sometimes they forget that. Suppose the closing price is near, okay, suppose it's here, somewhere here, which I'm going to color now into blue. All right, suppose it's near the high. In this scenario, we will prefer it to go straight to retest the high and try to break above it. The reason is that when the price closed near the high, is very bullish. But because it closed near the high, but it's just near, okay, closed near the high, but did not reach the high. All right, suppose the closing price here, we will prefer the bull, because the dominant force is bullish. They will come back again, try to push it above the high to create a breakout and continue to move to the upside. The same thing if it closed near the low. Here you see that the bear were desperate to sell it. It closed near the low. They will be trying to push it down. So we will prefer to retest the low to see whether you break below it and retest it before going down, or whether it will just find support and turn around. The same thing if it closed near the high. We will try to push it near the high to see whether we'll have a breakout, or whether we'll find a resistance right there and turn around and come back down. On the other hand, three scenarios so far, so near the low, near the high, and near the median line. If it closes above but near the median line, we prefer it to come back down to retest the median line. That's the normal condition. But if it closes, okay, below the median line, but near the median line, we will prefer to come back a bit up to retest the median line. These are few things that you need to watch, depending on the position of the closing price in relation to the high, the low, and the median line of last week. I do not want to talk about the daily chart. We can watch the same level for the daily chart, but because a week has closed and another week is about to begin, the key levels that are predominant are the weekly key levels, the high, the median line, and the low. This is about trading. This is about currency trading education, part 10. How do we trade on Sunday when a market is open? For traders that are trading stock, for instance, you are trading the stock in Asia, the same strategy applies, though we are talking about currency trading. All right, so I'm just mentioning this to you, though this video is about currency trading. All right, so the first guideline is that we don't want to open any trade until Hong Kong is open at 2 a.m. London time. We know how to check our local time in relation to Hong Kong, which I show you now. Ask Google. Google will tell you. And also we want to see the closing price in relation to the high, the low, and the median line on a weekly chart. Ladies and gentlemen, this video is not a magic formula that one will apply like a science, but it's just a guideline that will allow us to make excellent, okay, decisions. It's primarily for traders that are willing, okay, to learn and to make their own decision. All right. The next thing that we want to check, this is the third step now for how do we trade on Sunday. We go to www.currency trading education part 10. We go to www.forexfactory.com. You want to check the economy news like you see now here. How? I'll go to So you can see here, 26th of May. Okay, now I'm going to go back a bit. You can see here on Sunday, because Sunday, where am I? Okay, moment please, traders. All right, so market open on Sunday. You see Sunday the 2nd of June, which is tomorrow. You want to check the economy news for Sunday straight away, because in the night, this is 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. The time here, these are New York times. So if you are using Forex Factory, you have to know that this is a New York times. The difference between London and New York is 5 hours difference. Okay, we are ahead of New York 5 hours. All right. So when it's 9:30 p.m. in New York, that's 2:30. Okay. a.m. okay, in London. All right. So at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, this is a New York time. All right. So you can check with Google. Google will tell you. Do we have some? You see this red envelope is a high impact news. So you want to know which economy news are due. So that's why wait for Hong Kong to open. So Hong Kong will open around this time. Okay, just 30 minutes before this important news. So if you wait, all right, you'll see that some economy news will come out and the market will be going wild. You'll thank God that, okay, you didn't place any trade. Everything. This is one here for China, no manufacturing PMI. Any news regarding China, watch it carefully, all right? Very important. The hedge funds are watching this news carefully. So check this economy news, because I don't want the video to be too long, all right? All right, so check this economy news for Sunday, everything, analyze them carefully. The high impact news, know what time the news are due. It's not that you are training, you want to know what time the news are due, so you know exactly what is taking place. Major economy news, suppose due, if it's due later on, the market is looking ahead, all right? Always they are looking ahead. It's like you are driving, you want to look ahead, what is in front of you. You don't just drive and look down until you reach that level. The same thing when we are trading, we are looking ahead. So we are looking ahead, which news to do, what kind of strategy we need to adopt, how many trades we can leave open, do we have to open many trades? If you have too many volatile news, we don't want to have too many trade open, all right? What kind of instrument we want to use, how much stop loss we want to use, and we are managing the trade. Now, apart from the news that are due on Sunday itself, you want to, you see here Saturday, all right? There is no news today, all right? But sometimes some news are released on Saturdays. As the market is open on Sunday, this news, the market will react according to this news. If, for instance, we have some economy news regarding China or Japan on Saturday, all right? This news, the market will readjust itself according to this economy news, all right, if it's a high impact news. So you want to verify which news were released. Suppose even some news were released after, okay, Forex is closed on Friday, check them. And also news that were due on Saturday, check them to see whether they will have some effects on the market as the market is open. One thing I want to leave you with, which is very important, is that the sentiment will, okay, move, okay, the Forex market on Sundays. It's always, what's the sentiment? Pay attention to Bloomberg, okay, the news that they are pumping out, the sentiment will, okay, influence, okay, the Forex market on Sunday, because everybody is a bit afraid. They don't know what's going to happen, and they are tuning in now to Bloomberg. They are watching, okay, they are reading the news, Financial Times, and everybody just reacting to the news. That's the first reaction, all right? So be aware of this economy news. Very, very important. So far, we have said we don't want to place a trade until, okay, Hong Kong is open. The next step, we want to see the closing price in relation to the high, the median line, and the low on the weekly chart. The third step, check the economy news on Saturday and on Sunday. The fourth step, you want to check the leading currency pair, which is the Euro USD. I say to trade 100 times. In fact, if you trade any currency pair that is containing the euro is the leading currency pair. In fact, the euro is the leading currency pair for all currency pair. So watch the series of videos that we call Currency Trading Education Part 1 to 9. This is Part 10 now. So you may understand everything else. I do not want to repeat myself in this video. So you want to watch also the Euro USD, because the market has just opened. Forex is open on Sunday. Check the Euro USD and pay attention carefully to the Euro USDs. Understand the correlation between the currency pair. The next thing, ladies and gentlemen, are you listening? The next thing is crude oil. Check, okay, crude oil. Check the weekly chart of crude oil. Apply the same strategy that I show you now. Step 1, step 2, step 3 to crude oil. Check the economy new relating to crude oil, because the crude oil is, Forex market indicator. Keep eyes on it carefully and know what is happening there. Very, very important. We have some TST traders that are trading crude oil, and it's very, very important to check crude oil. The last thing that trader must check on Sunday is the Nikkei 225, the Japanese index. Is the dominant force during the Asia session. You want to watch that index carefully, Nikkei 225. Same thing, when London is open, we know that the FTSE 100 is the dominant force. All right, it's the markets everybody's watching. Now, when New York is open, we are all watching the S&P 500. Though we are Forex traders, we don't want to violate the trading triangle. The market first, the sector, before the individual financial instrument. It doesn't matter whether we are trading currency, we must always watch the market. Therefore, when Forex is open on Sunday, we want to keep eyes on the Nikkei 225. If it's rolling it down, there's a high channel we may see crude oil and the Euro USD also going down. In fact, the crude oil is the leading indicator that we must keep eyes on Sunday. Ladies and gentlemen, this video is highly important and recommendable to all Forex traders. Everyone trader to understand this is not a science, this is not a magic formula. These are guidelines that trader must follow carefully with discipline to make excellent decisions. I hope you have learned something from this video and will put into use, to make excellent decisions. This is about currency trading education, part 10. We are dedicating this trading video to our TSTW traders in Dubai, the city of gold. Thank you.